What movie am I from? What is going on, you weird Wolverines? I'm Chris, and today on Nostalgia Dig, we are going to be continuing with the Mix-a-Lot that I started last time. It was a priority mailbox filled with stuff, and that was all that was promised. A full priority mailbox filled with toys. And most of the stuff in there I have not seen. So, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay. I'm going to start off with this great big Hulk figure here. That's pretty cool. He is kind of articulated. His arms move and his chest is wobbly. His legs are fixed. His head moves. I think this was from one of those, there's like Disney Infinity. It was a video game, but then you would buy figures and then you could use the figures digitally in the game. Like you would put them on a base and then it would recognize it. It was a really cool idea. I got into Disney Infinity a little bit for a while, and they just pulled the plug on it across the board. Disney Infinity, the Lego one, this one, all went away almost at the same time. It's almost like they decided as an industry that this is not going to work. It was a good idea, and I feel like there was a lot of potential there that they didn't get to. I forget the name of this one. I might say it on here. Playmation. Yeah, copyright Marvel Hasbro. Yeah, Playmation. I actually have one other of these figures. I don't have the base set or anything to actually play the game, but they had a MODOK that you could get for this game. So oddly enough, I bought that MODOK figure at Disney World. My wife and I went to Disney World for our honeymoon, and they had these figures like on clearance in the gift shops at Disney World. And I am a fan of MODOK, and I just could not pass up getting a MODOK figure, not knowing that I could have come home and gotten the same one at the same price in any store here, but I had to get it fitted into my luggage on my honeymoon. It's so dumb, but funny. I'll always remember that I got that MODOK at Disney World. So I'm not really sure how it worked, if like these things moved, or this one in particular. Like I played Disney Infinity, I know how that works. This one I don't know how it works, but it's along those lines. Anyhow, it's a pretty cool Hulk figure just on its own. Alright, next we have a small semi-nude Shrek. He's got his boxers and his socks on here. I'm guessing he probably came with clothing at some point. Let's see, in the back it says copyright 2003 Hasbro and DreamWorks. Doesn't say anything about a restaurant, so this might have just been from like a small set that you would buy in the store. Just my guess. Shrek. Okay, next we have this little guy. I think that symbol on the chest means Ben 10. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm starting to get a few Ben 10 figures, even though I said in the last video, I know nothing about Ben 10, other than there's monsters involved. I like monsters, so cool. Little guy with big hands. Neat. Alright. I have this guy. Okay, there's that symbol again, so I'm guessing Ben 10 again. He almost looks like Leech was his name from Masters of the Universe. There was a guy that had like a big open leech mouth that you could, I think the figure actually was a suction, like you could suction him onto things. I had him when I was a kid. Yeah, another cool monster. Looks like he probably did something. Maybe shot something or There we go. The Ben 10 collection grows. All right. Next we have this guy. This is probably something I should know, but nothing comes to mind. The sculpt is nice. The armor is cool. Copyright 1997, Paramount Pictures. Playmates Toys. 97. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on this one. So a movie that came out in 1997 with this in it. At that point, I think I was working at the movie theater. I saw a lot of movies. I don't remember this guy. I guess I'll have to look up. If no one knows in the comments, I'll have to look up what movies came out in 1997 from Paramount and do a little detective work. What movie am I from? Okay. We have this little kind of dirty pig, probably from Shrek. Probably the three little pigs from Shrek, I'm guessing. Maybe the same playset as the semi-nude Shrek from earlier. Shrek was interesting because the animation style, I feel like it worked, but just barely. Like everything was just a little bit too realistic looking. I think it was a little bit too realistic looking in a way that maybe is not going to age really well visually. I think if it were a little bit more cartoony, it would look better now. What is it, the uncanny valley of things that look a little too real but not real enough, and it makes you feel uncomfortable? I feel like Shrek kind of lives there, and I think it'll live there more as time goes on. I think that's what this guy's from. This weird pig. He's missing an arm, too. All right. Sticking with the theme of missing an arm or hand, this guy also is another G.I. Joe type figure. Different from the last one, though, although it's in Arctic gear, much like the last one. This is a different series, definitely. Different types of articulation. And one very weird type of articulation I've noticed are these feet. They're fixed as if floating or tippy-toeing. This is the guy that tippy-toes through the Arctic, I guess. That was his special ability. Or maybe he's possessed and floating with some otherworldly power. It works pretty well for that. Nothing written, but he's got a nice big beard. Big red beard. Another one for the knockoff G.I. Joe pile, and this adds to the mystery because he feels different than anything else I've gotten before. This little thing does this. Maybe shoots something. I don't know if this shoots a Beyblade. I'm at a loss again for this one. Don't know. All right. We have this little television set with a llama on it. Very stylized. I know llamas have to do with Fortnite. I don't know if that's what this is or not, but... Oh, cool, it lights up. I'm not sure how. I'm just kind of tapping it on this back here, and it's sort of lighting up a little bit. Yeah. Fortnite is my best guess. I know they made a lot of merch for that after it got popular. Nothing written. Probably came in a set with another character, if I had to guess. Right. Another little Ben 10 guy here. So people that know about Ben 10, does he turn into all these monsters, or are some of these monsters that he fights? That's something I'm wondering about. Yeah, kind of a sumo wrestler looking guy. They all have big hands. That's one thing I've noticed about Ben 10 characters. Here is a Pokeball. Not sure what the purpose of this is, but I think that's Giratina. Is that what turns into Giratina, maybe? Evolves into it? I caught one of these once. I used to play with some people where I used to live, and they did raids and stuff, and I ended up catching 2 of these, and I named it Giantina because I looked at it real fast and I thought it said Giantina. So that's just, I have one of these, a Giratina named Giantina. That's my only real familiarity with this character. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a little rocking chair type situation. There's got to be more to this. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but I like lenticular things. That's pretty cool. Okay, staying with Pokemon, we have a little Poliwrath. Poliwhirl. Poliwrath is the big one, right? This might be the middle one. It might be the big one. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It's one of those. Water type. Is he water and fighting or just water? I can't remember. Yeah. Just has a little copyright info on the bottom. It's really hard to read. He's wonderful. I like him a lot. I think I had some knights, I think like a purple knight and a gold knight that were kind of in this sort of stance, shaped like this. Maybe the same series. I liked them a lot too, and I really like him. I don't know. It's been a really long time since we had an inductee to Doofus Squadron. I'm not sure if this is quite Doofus Squadron material. I don't know if it says Doofus enough to me. I just really like it. This big battle axe and a shield. Copyright 1994, FP, so probably Fisher Price. He's wonderful. I love him. It's like part of me wants to put him in Doofus Squadron just because we haven't had a Doofus Squadron member like in months. But I don't know if that's a good enough reason just to put him in. Even if he's not Doofus Squadron, he's amazing. I really like him. I guess we'll end with this for this video. It's a straight up Transformer, and this looks to be Bumblebee from the newer like Michael Bay movies, or maybe his solo movie. I only ever saw the first one. Saw that in the theater. I was pretty excited about it. Didn't like it at all. I guess it's for some people and not for some people. I just thought it was a visual mess. Like it was hard to watch visually. Gave me a headache. Just CG metal robots fighting each other with a shaky camera. It just didn't do it for me. But I can still appreciate how cool this figure is. And per the rules of Nostalgia Dig means I have to try to transform this back into his car form. Should probably cue up that music and I'll give it a shot. All right. Yeah, obviously not done. I can see how this is supposed to fit together. Like, somehow these things are supposed to slide up and be the top, and then the arms are the doors. It's not working. This one is already broken. Yeah, this one was broken here, so it's a little bit jacked up already. I can say not real intuitive and easy to transform. Not that the old ones always were. Sometimes they were a little difficult as well. But you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. They're still cool. Transformers feel a little bit more plasticky now than they used to. Like, they used to feel a lot more metal. They were plastic and metal mixed together. This one feels a lot more like full plastic, but still decent quality, like not the worst quality. And I guess that's a good kind of analogy for the movies too. The movies, like, they're decent quality, but not as good as the old ones. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good analogy. For me, it works. Okay. There's my partial failure, partial success of transforming Bumblebee. And we're going to call it there for today. It looks like there's one more long video or two more shorter videos left in here, if I had to guess. So, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying these, I encourage you to subscribe. That helps me a lot. And if you're subscribed to just watching the videos, helps me very much. I appreciate it. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next dig. Bye.